Michael Lynn Parson is an American politician, U.S. Army veteran and former police officer serving as the 57th and current governor of Missouri. Since 2018, a member of the Republican Party, Parson previously served in the Missouri House of Representatives from 2005 to 2011 and in the Missouri Senate from 2011 to 2017. He served as the 47th Lieutenant Governor of Missouri under Eric Greitens from 2017 to 2018. He was sworn in as the state's governor on June 1, 2018. Following Greitens' resignation, he served the remainder of Greitens' term and was elected governor in his own right in 2020 over Missouri State Auditor Nicole Galloway. Parson attended Wheatland High School in Wheatland, Missouri, graduating in 1973. In 1975, he enlisted in the U.S. Army and served in the Military Police Corps. He was discharged in 1981 at the rank of sergeant and returned to Missouri to work as a sheriff's deputy. Parson became the sheriff of Polk County in 1993 and served until 2004, when he was elected to the Missouri House of Representatives. He was re-elected in 2006 and 2008 before running for the Missouri Senate, which he was elected to in 2010 and re-elected to without opposition in 2014. In 2016, after initially announcing he would run for governor, Parson instead ran for lieutenant governor alongside Eric Greitens, a former Navy SEAL. They won the election, and Parson was sworn in on January 9, 2017. In 2018, Greitens was federally indicted on charges of invasion of privacy and resigned on June 1, making Parson the governor until 2020, when he was elected over Democratic candidate Nicole Galloway. As governor, Parson signed a bill criminalizing abortion after 8 weeks of pregnancy and opposed Medicaid expansion. He oversaw the state's response to the COVID-19 pandemic, where he issued a temporary stay-at-home order in April 2020, allowed schools districts to decide whether or not to close, and limited postal voting during the 2020 U.S. elections. Parson also oversaw Missouri's reaction to the George Floyd protests, during which he pledged to pardon Mark and Patricia McCloskey, the couple involved in the St. Louis gun-toting controversy, if they were convicted of any crimes. Michael Lynn Parson was born on September 17, 1955, in Wheatland, Missouri, and raised on a farm in Hickory County. He graduated from Wheatland High School in 1973. He enlisted in the United States Army in 1975, and over 6 years, he served in the Military Police Corps and was discharged from the Army in 1981 at the rank of sergeant. While in the Army, he attended night classes at the University of Maryland and the University of Hawaii. Without completion of a degree, he returned to Hickory County in 1981 to serve as a sheriff's deputy and transferred to the Polk County Sheriff's Office to become its first criminal investigator in 1983. Parson served as Polk County Sheriff from 1993 to 2004. He purchased a gas station in 1984 and named it Mike's. He eventually owned and operated 3 gas stations throughout the area. Parson was first elected to the 133rd District in the Missouri House of Representatives in 2004. He was subsequently re-elected in 2006 and 2008. In 2007, Parson co-sponsored a bill to expand castle doctrine rights. In 2010, Parson was elected to his first term in the Missouri Senate. He had signed the Americans for Tax Reform pledge not to raise any taxes. He served the Senate's Majority Whip during the 96th General Assembly. He won re-election in 2014, running unopposed in both the primary and general election. Parson initially announced he would run for governor in 2016, but opted to run for lieutenant governor instead. After defeating 2 opponents in the Republican primaries, he faced Democratic former U.S. Representative Russ Carnahan, whom he defeated in the general election on November 8, 2016. During his campaign, Parson was criticized by his former chief of staff for allegedly proposing legislation on behalf of a lobbyist and a $50,000 plan to employ a valet for his vehicle. Parson claimed his former staffer was a disgruntled former employee Parson was sworn in along with Governor Eric Greitens on January 9, 2017, noting that the Lieutenant Governor's office had not been upgraded in the past 12 years. Parson approved $54,000 in remodeling and renovation costs within his first 2 months. In 2017, Parson sought a $125,000 increase to his $463,000 budget, which included $35,000 to reimburse him for travel mileage during state business. He also sought $10,000 for out-of-state travel. In 2018, he asked for an additional $25,000 to pay for a part-time personal driver but decreased his overall budget request to $541,000. In response to criticism, his office has routinely stated that his office and salary is the smallest of any statewide elected Missouri official. In August 2017, multiple outlets reported that Parson was the only statewide elected official to accept gifts from a lobbyist during his run for governor. Grit.